So in this video, I want to talk about when a girl responds to messages, but she's not that interested. She doesn't really want to meet up with you. She has a low level of interest. Her messages are short. The conversation just kind of fades away. This is an important topic to cover because I get a lot of situations where guys are in this exact same situation. Either they're trying to get a girl reattracted to them, the girl's pulled away, she's broken up with them, and they're trying to reestablish attraction and get the girl back into a relationship, or at least get the girl back to a point of interest and attraction, but it's impossible to do because whenever they reach out to the girl, she just doesn't give them anything to work with. She responds, and that's predictable, but her response mirrors that of somebody with a low level of interest. So what do you do? How do you get her to a point where she's attracted to you and she actually wants to engage you in conversation? Well, I got an email from a guy the other day and he was talking about this exact same problem. He had been dating this girl for a couple of months. They went out on dates. He would message her and she would respond and they would go out together, right? But she always responded and it was always with a low level of interest and it just kind of faded away into nothing. And she never reached out to him. He always had to be the one chasing the relationship. He always had to be the one reaching out to her. And as usual, she would respond. She'd even sometimes agree to meet up, but it was low level interest. She wasn't really into it. And he wanted to know what he could do to spark attraction and to get her interested. Well, in this situation, I always recommend going for a more bold approach. You have to be more direct. You have to say to the girl, look, I want to go out with you for drinks. She knows what you mean. You take her out, you get physical, you touch her. Intermittent touching is very important because touching, as I've explained in other videos, increases your chance of getting intimate with a girl by about 75%. That is a lot. You need to touch her, you need to be direct, you need to be bold, you need to create some excitement, you need to go for the kiss, you need to try to get her into a physical, intimate relationship, flirt with her, play with her. Don't be timid, don't be Mr. Nice Guy, don't be placid. And don't always reach out to her, pull away from her. Don't be afraid to disappear on girls like this for a couple of months if you have to, or a couple of weeks, just disappear from their life. They're pulling away from you, they're not showing any interest in you, right? It's because you probably got into a predictable pattern where every week you're sending her a message and she gets used to it. Don't be afraid to pull back and disappear, right? Create some tension, create some anxiety, get her to think about you. She's expecting you to reach out and to contact her first because it's what you've always been doing. And it's not creating any tension or excitement. Instead, be a challenge, be hard to get, make her work for your attention. If that means you disappear from her life for a month or 2 months, so be it. Or forever, good, even better. Until she reaches out to you and she has to work for your attention, don't make it all about her, right? Make it about you. She has to win you over, right? You're the high value person in this situation. Start acting that way and you'll find that these women soon change how they interact with you. They come after you, they chase you. And if she doesn't, let it go, right? It's not worth it. Move on to somebody else. Because if you try this strategy and it doesn't work, she's going to suck up too much time. It's not worth it. There are so many women in the world who would give you attention, love, interest, affection. Don't focus on the women who don't have the time for you. Do what you can. Pull back to rebuild attraction. If that doesn't work, get her out on a date. Be bold, be direct, be sexual, be flirtatious. If that still doesn't work, cut your losses. Move on to somebody else. And if you want to get your girlfriend back and you need a step-by-step guide on how to do this the most effective way, then I highly recommend you get a copy of my guide. You can pick up your copy today by clicking on the link on this video. And if you need help with a specific relationship problem, don't forget I do Skype and email consultations. And if you just want to get in touch, send me an email. I'd love to hear from you guys. Talk soon.